At 41, LeBron James is doing what no player in history ever has, and it's breaking every rule of aging. So the real question is, are we witnessing greatness or something we're not being told?
Thompson couldn't squeeze it. Up ahead, behind the defense. It's James! LeBron added another poster to his all-time collection. He played against Jabari Smith Sr., and he just sung Jabari Smith Jr.
LeBron James is 41 years old. He has sciatica and arthritis in his foot. He also missed the first 14 games of this season. But even with all that, when he plays, he is still putting up more than 21 points, 7 assists, and playing 33 minutes every night. That is really impressive. Either he has one of the most disciplined recovery routines ever, or there may be something else behind it. What do you think? Do you believe LeBron's long career is only because of his discipline and the way he takes care of his body? Or does it make you question how normal aging works? Be honest in the comments. Let's start with the facts, because even the facts alone are surprising before any speculation begins.
If I told you that there was over 70 players born after your debut?
What if you told me there was over 70 players born?
You have a specific reaction?
Yeah, exactly.
LeBron James is the first player in NBA history to play 23 seasons. Before him, the record was held by Vince Carter with 22 seasons. At age 41, the best scoring season before this belonged to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who averaged about 10 points per game. LeBron, on the other hand, is averaging 21 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 7 assists per game. He's also shooting 50% and playing almost 33 minutes every game. So the difference is huge, 10 points vs 21 points. That shows how different LeBron is compared to what we usually expect from a 41-year-old NBA player. That kind of gap doesn't happen just from healthy habits or positive thinking alone. There's clearly something more behind it, and people have been asking what that something is for over 10 years.
I want to know, for the people, man, who are watching, what would this mean for LeBron James's legacy if this is true, if he's on this, balcony, this new juice? I want to know, man. Like the way he slipped it in, and he said it.
Control-Alt-Delete, slip the what? Dams, relax.
Damn.
Control-Alt-Delete.
Damn. That was almost as bad as Darvin Ham when he said "whip it out." Huh?
Yeah,
that was crazy. My bad. Crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But the way KG said it, and the way Paul Pierce reacted to it, it's kind of like, we knew about this. Like, he didn't say, "Whoa, what are you talking about?" Like, there was no reaction to it.
Since the mid-2000s, reports say LeBron James spends around $1.5 million every year on taking care of his body. This includes a full team of experts and advanced recovery methods. This is the public story, the one people see on Instagram and hear about in podcasts. It focuses on his hard work and discipline, like using cryotherapy, hyperbaric chambers, red light therapy, cold and hot tubs, better sleep routines, and very strict nutrition tracking. In the starting 5 on Netflix, LeBron talked about these rumors. He said he's heard the crazy claims about how much he spends on his body every year, and he just laughs about it. He didn't give an exact number. But he said the most important thing is the time he puts into taking care of himself. The way he laughs suggests that the real number might be much higher than people think, and revealing it could raise even more questions.
If the world understood what LeBron did, like other basketball players will hear what LeBron does and go, well, yeah, but that doesn't matter, right? It's like a baseball player. You're hitting a stick out of the way. It doesn't matter. It's like, no. If you knew what these performance enhancers did, then you would know why it does matter.
What do you think he's
There's
doing?
only one. We have the same drug guy, if you will. I know exactly what he's doing. But there's only one golfer.
Please tell.
There's only one golfer. I'm not going to. But there's only one golfer that follows the big three. And the big three is EPO, growth hormone, testosterone. That's the Lance Armstrong diet. There's one golfer, but it's Tiger Woods. Like, yes, it does matter. People will say it all the time. It doesn't matter. John Daly, one of it's like, it matters. Trust me that it matters. EPO matters. It's the reason LeBron takes it. It matters. And if other basketball has understood what it did, EPO increases your red blood cells, which gives you endurance so you can play all game long. You can shoot in the fourth quarter just like you shot in the fourth minute.
More red blood cells, more oxygen in your red blood cells. Okay,
yes.
got you.
It's the king of performance enhancers.
Here's what we know LeBron James does to take care of his body. He uses cryotherapy to help muscles recover faster and reduce inflammation. He uses hyperbaric chambers to improve oxygen flow and help his body heal. He regularly does red light therapy. He carefully controls his sleep, even taking planned naps during the day. He also follows strict nutrition and stays highly hydrated. All of this is proven, allowed, and available to any athlete who has enough money. So the big question is, if all of this is available, why isn't anyone else doing what LeBron is doing at age 41? Stephen Curry is 37 and still great, but is clearly slowing down a bit. Kevin Durant is in his late 30s and has dealt with a lot of injuries recently. Chris Paul, who always took great care of his body, is no longer at an elite level. All of these players are rich. They have trainers, recovery tools, and access to the same methods LeBron uses. They can afford everything in his routine. But still, none of them are performing at 41 the way LeBron is.
Doncic is back in. Oh, LeBron! Oh! He reached back and then threw it down with the left hand. Yeah, it's alive. It's alive.
From a science point of view, athletes usually reach their peak strength, speed, and power between ages 25 and 30. After that, performance slowly declines. LeBron James has clearly lost a bit of speed and jumping ability over time. His movement on offense and defense has dropped slightly over the past decade, but he has made up for it with very high basketball IQ. This is the strongest reason behind his long success. He has changed his game to rely less on pure athleticism and more on smart decisions. He positions himself better, reads plays earlier, and takes smarter risks instead of explosive ones. At 41, LeBron is not trying to play like his 25-year-old self. He is playing a smarter and more efficient version of basketball, and it's still very effective. But then there's something surprising. The dunks, after missing the first 14 games of the season, he came back averaging over 22 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 6.9 assists. And he's still dunking. Not just easy finishes, but real, powerful dunks. This is happening at age 41, while dealing with sciatica, foot arthritis, and more wear and tear than almost any player in history. LeBron even joked about it himself. When a reporter said he doesn't look 41, he replied, "Check my birth certificate, December 30th, 1984. He knows how unusual this is. By normal standards of aging, what he's doing shouldn't really be possible. But he's still doing it anyway. And questions around things like the biogenesis scandal have never completely disappeared. Even after more than a decade, the clinic you're talking about was linked to one of the biggest PED scandals in Major League Baseball history. It led to serious consequences for players like Alex Rodriguez and others. Report from that investigation mentioned people connected to LeBron James's circle, but not LeBron himself. He was never named or charged. Still, when someone close to a major athlete is linked to something like that, it can raise questions for some people. Even without proof, those kinds of connections tend to stay part of the conversation. So the discussion continues, not because of confirmed facts about LeBron, but because of how close certain names appeared in that situation. As for dry snitching, it usually means hinting at information or exposing something indirectly without clearly saying it outright.
You guys know what a dry snitch is? Have you heard that term? A dry snitch is a lingo on the streets. And you know what a rat is. A rat is somebody that gets in a jam, but if they have information on somebody that's bigger, you can take the cheese, you can give that information up, you can get yourself out. Okay. But a dry snitch is where you're not in a jam, there's nothing on the table, and you just offer a guy up. You just offered him up. And I gotta tell you, so a couple of months ago, I did Andrew Schultz's show, and topic of LeBron James have come up. LeBron James and EPO.
Then there's Chael Sonnen. He is a professional MMA fighter and commentator who has previously been suspended for using performance-enhancing substances.
Years later, I'm on Andrew Schultz, and man, this guy, he's taking EPO. We got the same dealer, and
Chael Sonnen is also known for speaking very openly and not always holding back in public. On a podcast, he claimed that he and LeBron James had the same supplier. He even mentioned EPO, a substance that was widely used in past cycling doping scandals and is known for improving endurance by increasing oxygen in the blood. Sonnen's argument was that having that level of size and endurance at this age seems impossible without some kind of chemical help. He presented it as his personal opinion, not as proven fact. At the same time, the NBA does have a testing program, but some critics say it may not be as strict as in other sports. Still, there has never been any confirmed violation or official charge against LeBron. So in the end, it comes down to perspective. Some people believe his success is due to discipline, smart training, and adapting his game. Others question if there could be more behind it, but there's no verified proof of that.